हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हो आप सब लोग? एंड आई एम बैक विथ योर थर्सडे सेशन दैट इज ऑन लीगल करंट अफेयर्स। और फटाफट से जिन जिन बच्चों ने ज्वाइन कर लिया है, प्लीज डू लेट मी नो वेदर आई एम विजिबल एंड परफेक्टली ऑडिबल टू यू गाइस। और okay, so this session is going to be a little long. We are going to cover three topics in this session. Also, we'll be starting with CLAT ka result. CLAT only four CLAT 105 का रिजल्ट आ गया है और देर आर सर्टेन चेंजेस और वी आर वेटिंग फॉर मोर सच चेंजेस दैट आर गोइंग टू बी देयर। और फटाफट से बता दो वेदर आई एम परफेक्टली ऑडिबल एंड विजिबल, देन विल स्टार्ट द सेशन। Okay. So yes, starting with a short video has already been made by Govind. आप जाके देख सकते हो. There is a short that has been made under for Indus Water Treaty. But let's थोड़ा सा connect and let's know कि what Indus Water Treaty was. थोड़ा सा information about the same, although it's not a legal current affair, but it's a current affair which is there in the news right now. So there was this treaty that was signed between India and Pakistan in year 1960, and it had a certain significance over certain rivers, eastern rivers and western rivers. So there were certain rivers jinke wajah se this treaty was signed. So also we have stopped the treaty as of now. Or the three rivers that was a basic necessity for the Pakistan, that was Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, have now been retracted back. Also, this treaty was signed by Muhammad Ayub Khan of Pakistan and Jawaharlal Nehru from India. Okay, and this treaty provides for a three-tier dispute resolution mechanism. This is all that we should know of. And moving ahead with, there are three topics that we are going to cover. The first topic being the Google Antitrust Ruling. What is Google Antitrust Ruling? आपने अपने phones तो चला ही होंगे, जितने भी Android users हैं उनको ये बात पता ही होगी कि जब भी वो कोई भी फोन लेते हैं, दे हैव ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल्ड गूगल एप्लीकेशंस अंडर देयर मोबाइल फोन्स, सच एज जीमेल होता है या फिर यूट्यूब हो गया या फिर मेजरली ऐसे कुछ एप्स जो ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल्ड हमको मिलते हैं, इवन इफ वी ट्राई कि वो चले जाएं, वो नहीं जाते हैं वहां से, राइट? So yes, there are certain apps which are there in our mobile phone already, and recently there were certain judgments that were going on. और ये case actually is there since 2019. 2019 में ये this case was given, and there were certain rulings which came out. The case name is CCI versus Google India, or there is this committee in our Indian system, that is Competition Commission of India, which regulates the competition which is running between major brands within India. And why this antitrust ruling was came, it promotes fair competition in the market. It prevents monopolistic or abusive behavior by dominant companies. So bigger major companies, such like Google's, which were actually just enforcing these certain apps to be there in our Android system, ensure consumer choice and innovations, and visual competition act book. Monopoly system को basically break करने के लिए this antitrust ruling was really important. And there was this case that came into, that was CCI versus Google India. नेक्स्ट जो एलिगेशंस लगे थे, जैसे मैंने ऑलरेडी बताया कि गूगल वाज एक्चुअली लेटिंग फ्यू एप्स देयर इन आवर मोबाइल सिस्टम. तो फोर्सफुल इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ गूगल एप्स वर देयर वर रेस्ट्रिक्शन डिलीटिंग सच एप्स. हम उनको डिलीट ही नहीं कर सकते थे. फेवर्ड गूगल सर्विसेज ओवर राइवल्स, मतलब हमेशा हमको गूगल बाय गूगल वाज द डिफॉल्ट in the Android system. So there was no limit, there was limitation on the third party billing systems. So yes, there were certainly needs. So CCI ruling in October 2022, they fined the Google company with certain amount of money, and they actually let the end mandatory these pre-installations of apps enable users of for the default apps उन्होंने सारी चीजें जो भी mandatory था उसको रोका and they allowed the uninstallation of Google Apps, permit alternative billing systems. So basically, जितने भी चीजें उन्होंने allegations लगे थे उनके तरफ they just made the new provisions. और good evening प्रियांशी, कैसे हो आप? Okay. Am I perfectly audible and visible? I really hope. Okay, so recent developments with respect to India specifically, we have implemented user choice screens for default apps. There would be modified licensing agreements with manufacturers. There would be allowed use of alternate app stores on Android or legal challenges in NCLAT and Supreme Court, which is still going on, or Google challenges. The CCI order in नेशनल कंपनी लॉ अपैलेट ट्रिब्यूनल तो गूगल ने चैलेंज भी किया फिर एनसीएलएटी में अपील भी हुआ सीसीआई ऑर्डर इन 2023 in 2024 Google filed an appeal in the Supreme Court as of April 2025 that is right now the case is still pending however Google continues compliance citing global regulatory alignment so this was a global case, which, in certain perspective of India specifically, these are the certain changes that they have came up with. Next, we'll be talking about Article 142 and 143. These both are actually certainly similar, share the certainly similar background or. I am doing good, Priyanshi. Thank you for asking. I hope you're also doing good. So yes, certainly knowing about Article 142. So 142 of the Indian Constitution was recently there, being the significantly as the national disclosure due to its invocation by the Supreme Court. Or in the high-profile case that was already going on, that was Tamil Nadu State of Tamil Nadu versus Governor of Tamil Nadu. And certainly these two articles are somewhere or the other on the similar platform. So this provision actually empowers, जो ये हमारा provision था, वो empower करता है हमारा Supreme Court को to pass any decree or order which is necessary to ensure complete justice in any case pending before it. जितने भी recent developments हुए इसके अंदर were exercised under Article 142 to address delays by Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi in granting. There were certain essence that, of the bills that were really pending under Governor or there was assent to 10 bills. So there were 10 bills जिनके ऊपर assent was really pending by the state legislature. The court's directive effectively deemed the bills as having received assent. Thereby passing the governor's inaction. This unprecedented move sparked a political and constitutional debate. So yes, this was there under a lot of debate this time in the April month, and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar criticized actually the Supreme Court action. It was criticized by him, and he majorly said that Article 142 as a nuclear missile against democratic forces. This was a term that he coined for Article 142 recently, and he expressed the concern majorly on the judiciary expanding its role. Which further in response, the Congress MP and senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi defended the Supreme Court's use of Article 142, emphasizing its foundational role, the foundational role of it, and ensuring justice and its inclusion by the constitutional framers. And now हमने last time भी Article 143 पढ़ा था. So going ahead with Article 143, why it's there in the news, why we are talking about it, and what is Article 143. So Article 143 of Indian Constitution, which basically grants the president the authority to seek the Supreme Court's opinion on significant legal or factual matters. हमने last time भी cover किया था कि yes, there is a nice rule of Article 143. has recently been in highlight due to Supreme Court judgment concerning again the same case. Also, okay. So yes, again, it was there due to the same case, and where the court emphasized that when a governor reserves a bill for the president's consideration on grounds of perceived unconstitutional sorry, which is perceived to be unconstitutional, the president ought to seek the Supreme Court's opinion under Article 143. Furthermore, the court ruled that if the president, after consulting the Supreme Court, decides to withhold assent to bill, they must provide cognate reasons and materials justifying this decision. So, this will majorly ensure the transparency and accountability which is there with the legislative procedure जो अभी फिलहाल नहीं आ पा रही थी ठीक है yes what would the work इसके implications क्या होने वाले हैं ruling के ऊपर majorly would be Supreme Court's advisory role in the legislative process and underscore the importance of course judicial review आप judicial review और legislative process ये थोड़े बड़े बड़े terms हैं आपको अभी भी समझ में नहीं आएंगे but धीरे 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 as soon as you are going to read major news you will be able to understand what judicial review is and what legislative process is और कुछ बच्चे already पढ़ चुके होंगे जो पहले से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं also it also sets a precedent for the president to actively consult judiciary on matters of constitutional significance जो पहले भी हमने बात की थी the last class was also on the same similar platform about article 143 that is it for the today's session I would not like to give any of my opinions. Opinions are actually irrelevant as of now. It's just the informational classes that I really want to provide rather than putting my opinion into the same. So I won't be giving any opinion on the same. Also, that is it. I really hope all the students who are from the CL itself, my team has floated a form on your Telegram channels for the results. I hope you go and fill the form and make sure that we get your results as soon as possible so that we can, whenever we are going to curate the result, it would be easy for us. And yes, all the best to the students जिनके results change होने वाले हैं बहुत जल्द रिजल्ट आने वाला है तो मेक श्योर दैट योर आप लोग रात तक जाग रहे हो क्योंकि रात में भी रिजल्ट आ जाता है ए लिट के एक दिन पहले भी आता है मुझे पता नहीं क्यों ऐसा फीलिंग आ रही है कि 27 की रात को आ जाएगा क्योंकि एमएससीटी है नेक्स्ट डे तो 27 की रात को जाग लेना या फिर संडे या फिर सैटरडेज या तो वीक डेज में व्हेन वी आर इन द स्कूल और वी आर बिजी समवेयर तभी कंसोर्शियम रिजल्ट्स निकाल सकता है तो वी नेवर नो कि व्हेन इज द रिजल्ट गोइंग टू कम आई थिंक जो पास्ट ट्रेंड रहा है कंसोर्शियम का रिजल्ट निकालने का उस हिसाब से तो रात को ही आएगा आई बिलीव तो अपने रिजल्ट्स ध्यान से देखना और ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर गोइंग टू अपीयर फॉर एमएससीटी के लिए वी आर एक्चुअली already curating the quizzes over our Telegram group. So go ahead, attend the MSCT quiz, which is going to happen every day at 8 p.m. And these questions relevantly would be there for MSCT examination. So go ahead and attempt the quiz at 8 p.m. on our Telegram channel. The questions are really great. We curate it specifically every day. It's not some sort of data that has been copied or pasted. We actually curate it every day, and it is really important. You should go ahead and attempt the same. The other difficulty level of the same is really high. Also on our Instagram channel, we keep posting. So Indus Water Treaty reel is also there. So you can go ahead and watch it on Instagram as well or on our YouTube channel, which is there in the shorts as well. We have already posted what the four questions that were there in the question. We have already posted about the same on our Telegram channel. So whatever information that you really want, if you want to stay updated, go ahead and subscribe our Telegram channel. It would be great for you guys. to be there. That is it from my end. I really hope all these sessions are really helpful for you guys. Soon we'll be curating all the important topics and we'll be having a quiz for the same, maybe live, maybe in some other format. We'll be coming up with a quiz. Also, I'll be sharing all the important important topics of legal current affairs on our Telegram channel. So stay updated there as well. The main channel or बाकी channels of our already CL students उनको तो मिल ही जाएगा. ठीक है. So that is it from my end. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Take care, students.